जाय सध्याक डिक्टेटरशिप जाला ह्या सरकाराची आणि ह्या अधिकाऱ्यांची ब्युरोक्रेटांची.
This was built at it's almost 27 years back by my father, and then we moved from our ancestral house, which was it is down. We came over here, and we grew up in this house. Like a lot of things, a lot of emotions, lot of understanding. With people started coming over here, and when we grow up in the house, we are a full family together. Via the internal disputes or internal things which are happening right now in our political party, that shouldn't have been taken place. How it started, I also doesn't know much like how it started. But at that the starting point was like there are our constituency members were being called for the meeting. They are been questioned for certain things like why this took place, that took place. And then our constituency members also asked them like why only our constituency members, like there are other constituencies, we have to target other constituencies, we have to go and meet the members of other constituencies. There were a lot of things which happened and I was not a part of that. But at the fact after that, in due course of time, our party president Manoj Parab resigned. And it was also a shocker because sudden resignation, and after that on same day the same CC committee is approving the resignation. Like they are accepting that the party president's resignation is been accepted. So that was again a surprise and shocking because back then I was not there in the meeting, and there was a mail written to me, and I've sent a mail that I'm outstation. So at that particular time I was present in the assembly, and I was alone MLA who directly spoke in front of everyone, saying that, and I objected to this 39A, saying that this will be a destructive section and this will distract entire Goa. That was you open the this thing and see that is there. Right. So that time we have pointed out, and then the minister started doing land use change. There was a lot of land use change across Goa, and a particular time he started in Sanandre constituency. We started filing objections. I can't tell you the decision right now because the time has to be.
Your answer also, what you just said, is interesting because you are also saying that come what may, your fight to protect Goa and Goa's land will not end.
Yeah.
So, are you willing to tell the people of Goa that Viresh Borkar will ultimately, irrespective of what happens, fight the next elections from Sanandre to be a representative of the people?
Yeah, definitely. I just want to clarify one thing is that I don't have any bungalow. You have seen this house. This is a small house of somewhere around 100 square meter built up area. And this is of Mangalorean tiles house till date. I've been staying in this house.
Built by your brother?
Yeah, because years. And it is my brother's house. My dad is retired from BS.
Hello and welcome to this episode of Straight Talk, a very special episode because we are at the home of the MLA, Honorable MLA of Sanandre, Viresh Borkar. And Straight Talk obviously delves into conversations with newsmakers and people who've contributed to Goa and very much in the newscape of today. Viresh Pab, welcome to Straight Talk
and for coming at our house.
Thank you so much. Viresh, I will start straight away from one word that made you famous, Uzo. And just tell me the origin of that word. How did that happen? How did that revolution begin with that word?
The Uzo word is igniting people. Like you might have seen that Goa, there was a lot of corruption in Goa which is happening, and destruction, like the land destruction in Goa is terrible. So at that particular time when the youngsters, everybody thinks that we need to ignite, and that feeling comes like Uzo. Right. It means fire, wherein for anything like to ignite the people, that was the word which we used as Uzo. And in due course of time, while going for meetings, while going for other programs, we started using that word. and it was very much famous altogether. And now it is become a tagline in this moment of revolution.
You obviously spoke about how it all started with the whole movement against corruption earlier, and then AAP became a political party to take that movement forward. And you were very much a part of that Rama Kankonkar's group, and you started, and all of that happened. Tell me about that period.
Particularly when we started, we had that inside thing like Goa, where we have seen that beautiful Goa, and people loved Goa, like the foreigner, tourist, everybody loved Goa, and we also loved Goa because it is a paradise in India as such. And when we thought, like a young youth, like we were been growing up in the village life, and village life, you know how it is. Like we are connected to each other, we are connected to our neighborhood, and neighbors means we love each other, like we help each other. It is not like in the city life; it is village life, and we need to safeguard this unique villages of Goa. So that was the start when we thought of doing something. And particularly when, how you mentioned that Goa against corruption movement which was started, and a lot of youngsters, a lot of people got attracted to towards that movement, and I was one of them who also got attracted to that movement. It was then when I was in the high school, college time. That time I was I was thinking like we need to do something, and that was the moment. A lot of corruption in India across. And then there was a political party which was formed after the fraction of that movement. It was AAP, and I was also participating as a volunteer in AAP. And that was the 2017 election when I was convincing in the Sanandre constituency. That time there was a footfall in Sanandre constituency. But the identical crisis in Goa was very much has to be attended, and that we felt being a Goan, wherein we need to understand one thing, that Goa is a Goa. And we can't dilute Goa, we can't dilute the spirit of Goa. So then we started. There were like-minded people like Manoj Parab and Vishvesh Naik, and a lot of there were 2-3 from our village. Jamie was there, Jason was there. Yes. Then my own brother was there, Nitesh. So this was few. There was Madhvi. Those few who have started. Like we were like-mindedly. We were inclining towards same thing. Like we need to protect, and we need to canvas the youngsters. Like they need to know what has been happening in Goa. So that was the spirit, and that all started at that particular time, and we came out, and then that was a small group formed at that time, which was Revolutionary Goans. And the first movement which we started was cleaning up Mario Menendez posters in Panjim market. That was the first start where everything started. And then it grew, and we were trying to know Goa as such, like how we can rebuild Goa in terms of different perspectives, employment perspectives, business perspectives, agriculture perspectives, those the women's empowerment perspectives. So this was some of the points, and that time we were not registered as an NGO as well. Right. So after certain time, then we felt like we need to form an NGO to make it somewhat bigger and to spread across Goa. Then we formed a Revolutionary Goans NGO.
So when you say we, it would be basically you and some of the names you mentioned.
Yeah.
What about Manoj Parab? Was he also part of this?
Yeah, definitely. Everybody was part of this, and then collectively we used to go. We used to take a press conference, and then we started.
Who was taking the lead that time?
No, at that particular time, Manoj Parab was taking lead. I was the president of Revolutionary Goans NGO. Then others also were very much vocal, like Vishvesh was very much vocal. Then we have one of at that particular time, then he was a general secretary, Suraj. So there was a lot of people, and others also were supporting us.
This is a very good story actually. What you've said is that it's a wonderful description and a story of a grassroots movement emerging from the grassroots, in the sense that all of you were essentially not politicians. You all didn't come from big political families. You were essentially, boys of the area, in an area and little outside, who suddenly kind of lit the fire, so to speak. I'll come to that in a bit. My next thing would be to talk a little bit about your childhood, because we are sitting in a house where you literally grew up. You still live with your family and all of them. How much has this family life and your upbringing, that your father was in the BSNL?
So I have been in this house. This is a modest, small Goan house, you can say. This was built at it's almost 27 years back by my father, and then we moved from our ancestor house, which was it is down. We came over here, and we grew up in this house. Like a lot of things, a lot of emotions, lot of understanding. With people started coming over here, and when we grow up in the house, we are a full family together, and our family misunderstands each other. How it is. There are a lot of ups and downs which we faced in this house, and a particular thing like education we had from this house, the entire education. Whenever we used to go somewhere, we collaborate with each other and we used to go out. But one of the main point of this house was the Revolutionary Goans party. Revolutionary Goans, which was started, was in this house itself. Like the side room, you can see that we used to have a meeting at that particular time, and a few of our members were discussing about different points, and it all started from here. There are a lot of feelings towards this house altogether.
I'll quickly fast forward to your journey when you started getting into electoral politics and you wanted to become an MLA.
No, at the start, when Revolutionary Goans party, our party was not been registered, but the Person of Goan Origin bill, which was our main perspective, main aim. So that was we have gone across Goa with in corners, in wards, in villages, with pogo rallies, word meetings. So to do the awareness of this Person of Goan Origin, what is exactly the Person of Goan Origin, what is the points which we are demanding with the Person of Goan Origin. So this was what brought us into politics, you can say, because we have put it in the assembly. We have submitted our memorandums to all the MLAs at that particular time. But nobody listened to us. They thought that we are just youngsters who just, it is just a group.
They found fault with the bill also.
No, that was nothing like that. It was a total idea. It was the idea of the people of Goans, which brought it together. That if at all they had found any faults or something like that, the discussion could have been taken place. Like there are a lot of discussions which are happening in our assembly, but why the discussions was not took place. So we had submitted at that particular time the Person of Goan Origin to everyone. But nobody felt it like we should go ahead with that. And there were some points when they used to tell us that you all have to come, you all have to elect yourself, and you come in the assembly and then you produce a bill. You will come to know that. So that was a challenge at that particular time. And then we went towards the people. People started telling us, yeah, you all have to register your political party and you all have to start with the political things. So that was the thing when we took one of our meetings, a big meeting, when we asked all the people, like whether we should go enter in the politics. They said yes. Why not? We have to safeguard Goa. Then we need to be in the politics. So that was the decision to come ahead. And that the second point is that like how I came over here. Basically, I am a resident of Neura, and which belongs in the Santandra constituency. When this movement was started, we used to go across Goa. We used to meet people across Goa, and we used to understand. I was at that particular time. I used to be collaborating or meeting with the people. Everybody was trying their best to make the people understand. And then that was a Pogo bill, which was we used to go to door campaigning. And after certain time, then the election campaigning had started. That before that, because we need to campaign in the constituency, we need to take issues, we need to bring more people. So that was the time we used to stay together, like Manoj, Vishvesh, me and other members all used to stay in one of the flats. We used to stay in Mapsa.
Okay.
So that
You all used to live together at that time.
together,
Okay.
and then we used to go canvassing in different villages. Different villages. And that time when we decided like we have to focus in different constituencies, in all the constituencies, that we used to take small meetings, and then everything started. And that was the time when everybody thought that you can be a candidate for Sanandra constituency.
I'll spend a minute on the Pogo bill itself. Given the situation that is existing in Goa right now, there is a big movement against the draconian 39A of the TCP. 17.2, of course, the court has protected and not allowed 17.2 to function. In the light of all this, how do you look at the Pogo bill, and how would that Pogo bill would have been useful at this point of time to prevent this kind of destruction of Goa's land?
See, what is happening in Goa right now, you might have seen that a lot of outside investors are coming in Goa, like in the 39A or 17.2. There are mostly like 90% is the outside investors who are investing in Goa on the land perspective. But the person of Goan origin is the identical crisis what Goans have been facing. You might have seen that I have put the resolution of person of Goan origin.
Yes.
And CM reacted to that resolution and saying that person of Goan origin exists. That means it is there in Income Tax Act. It is there in other different terminologies. Like, it is there already exists. So when it is existing, then why not we are taking it forward with different policy structures?
How would it have protected Goa now?
Basic point was that one of the point was that Komaldat land. Now you have seen that the Goa land, like the private education institutes are coming, private different industries are coming, different things are coming in Komaldat land. So we have demanded that person of Goan origin should be liable for Komaldat land. Other than that, nobody should be liable, because this is a community land, like the Gaonkari, ancestral Gaonkari system, which Gaonkari system turned into Code of Komaldat. So Komaldat was being protected at that particular time. But now what is been happening through the revenue department, there are different policies which have been taking place. And after that policies, our land is being converted, or it is being handed over to someone else, just for the namesake of money. So Komaldat land or Gaonkari land was being kept open. There was a grazing land, there was the plantation land. There are when you need to work over there. There is a different land parcels which were there. But now what has been happening is that you might have seen lot of areas already the land is been sold, land is been given. You see in the Zuari Agro, this was the Komaldat land. So entire land is gone. So there are a lot of misuse, and the urbanization is turned out with that Komaldat land. So that was one of the perspective. Second perspective was the private sector jobs.
I agree with the Komaldat part. On the jobs part also, principally what you are saying is correct. But what about skill-based industries, high-tech industries, manufacturing industry, where you need a lot of training and skill?
Correct.
Now, if you make that open only to Goans, and if the skill sets don't come, then how will those companies run? That is what people have been asking.
No, what you have pointed out is definitely correct. But what exactly we want to tell you is that, like, we have the industries. See, what happens? We have the students who are getting passed out, and they are in search of jobs. Okay, and these industries were being created. Why? Because the locals should get the jobs. The first preference should have been given to the locals. And then, if at all there are vacancies, because our students with literacy rate is very good than other states. You can see.
But you are saying give it to Goans, let it be merit based.
Yeah, let it be
First give it to Goans, give them the chance, see that they get the opportunity.
Correct.
And
And after that, you can see that this is the person who is not liable for that particular job. But that is the excuse we can give. But right now what has been happening is that Goans are not being allowed itself. So that is the problem which we have been saying that.
Now, coming to coming to slightly to the present, because at this point of time we are at a situation where this beautiful story of 5 friends staying in that house in Mapsa planning RG. Out of that, I think 3 of them have suddenly turned very bitter against you. The same person's name that you've been taking, Vishvesh, apart from Manoj, is the person who's put out posts against you, accusing you of various things, including you apparently building a huge palace or a huge house or a huge villa. Tell me, how did before I go into these aspects specifically, why did the situation turn so bitter, where we are in a situation where the RG is in a state of extreme flux, in the sense that Manoj Parab, of course, he had a meltdown and he resigned. Yet I'm sure you know that he's still controlling the party, though he's out. He has his people inside the party. He controls the CEC. There are constant posts saying that he's going to come back and so on and so forth. You are very much in the party. You maintained a dignified silence for a long time and never really spoken out against. But with elections round the corner, it's important to know, where does RG stand, or what is RG today? Because it still exists as a party. You are very much its MLA. One of the founders has clearly broken away. And you can see 2 clear camps, where people close to your camp are getting suspended regularly, left, right and center. And now they've launched personal attacks against you. Before I ask you to respond to each of these, these situations, can you tell me what led to this beautiful dream getting shattered?
In fact, I think that the honesty is very important in terms of whatever is going on right now. And without honesty, we can't go forward. When we started as a group, and now there are a lot of political things which has happened, and now also there are a lot of things which are happening. Like there are a lot of allegations which were put upon me. There are allegations put upon others. So that shouldn't be happening in political party. As you said, like we are soon going to be into elections, and when everybody is in the election mode, the other political parties are into election mode. Everybody started working in terms of election campaigning or targeting the constituencies, whichever constituency they want. Via the internal disputes or internal things which are happening right now in our political party, that shouldn't have been taken place. How it started, I also doesn't know much like how it started, but at the starting point was like there are our constituency members were being called for the meeting. They are been questioned for certain things, like why this took place, that took place.
Your constituency members were called by Manoj.
In the there was a 5 members committee. They were being called in the Penjim office, and they were being questioned for different reasons. And then our constituency members also asked them, like, why only our constituency members? Like, there are other constituencies. We have to target other constituencies. We have to go and meet the members of other constituencies. There were a lot of things which happened, and I was not a part of that. Particularly, I was not in Goa itself. So that time it all started, and after that it grew a lot. There was a lot of mails exchange. There are mails which were sent to me. I replied to the mails saying that the clarification should come from my side. But that clarifications, I should know what exactly should be the clarification, because I was not a part of that.
So you're saying you did not know what to clarify? Because,
that was the point, because I was not knowing what exactly to clarify. So I asked for some of the minutes of meetings, and that was not being provided at that particular time. So that was the reason when I said, like, I can't be a part without getting a proper information. And after that only I would have been a part of that meeting or CEC meeting. So there were a lot of speculations, a lot of point outs which was made on me, saying that I have not attended a lot of CEC meetings, but I want to with your channels, this thing, I want to tell everyone, the viewers, saying that I have been a part of revolutionary journey. I have not been absent in any of the CC meetings or any of the other meetings. I have been constantly working for last 4.5 years without any break. But this was the point wherein that was the pointers which was made on me, saying that I have not attended this meeting, I have not attended that meeting. You go in assembly, like the legislative assembly, you check my attendance sheet. You check my assembly attendance sheet, you check my committee, different committees are there. There are POC committee, there are PEC committee, there are BSc meetings. So you see whether I am absent. There are a lot of other MLAs who are not, they are not coming for this. But I have been opposition MLA. Whenever the meetings have been called, I am there. In fact, for the parties meetings also I have been there. But that was when it all started, and then it grew.
Do you get the feeling that Manoj's group, and unfortunately when I should talk like this because that is the reality, Manoj's group was not finding Viresh comfortable anymore, and Viresh does not know why that is true. Is that a fair thing to say?
See, what happens, it was all of a sudden, I can say, because this started like saying that your clarifications are not coming. I have sent my thing that saying that you have to answer me to the particular, like there are 5 members committee meeting, there are CEC meeting, whatever is been decided in the CEC meeting. You give me the replies. But those replies were never been provided, like the genuine minutes of meetings were never been provided. So that I can go in the CEC and I could have answered. But at the fact, after that, in due course of time, our party president Manoj Parab resigned. And it was also a shocker because sudden resignation, and after that, on same day, the same CC committee is approving the resignation. Like they are accepting that, yeah, the party president's resignation is been accepted. So that was again a surprise and shocking because back then I was not there in the meeting, and there was a mails written to me, and I've sent a mail that I'm outstation. So once I will return back, I'll come and attend the CEC meeting, whatever is there. And that's what happened. But meantime, the president had resigned, and there are a lot of allegations or a lot of speculations. People are saying that Viresh, because of Viresh, the president has resigned. But the parties of everyone, all the members are in the parties. Like,
surprising that during this whole period, all that could have happened is one phone call could have been made.
Yeah.
That could have happened. You pick up the phone and let's meet and talk. So when was the last time you spoke to Manoj face to face?
No, that's what I'm saying. When we had a last CEC meeting, I was present at that particular CEC meeting, and
that was before he resigned.
Before he resigned, and
Which month was this?
it was in April. Yeah. So that meeting I have attended, and then at that meeting we have spoken like that there are all the points which were discussed, and with that meeting itself, it was decided that our committee members, our members of constituency members were been invited, and there will be a meeting of 5 members, review meeting of the Sanandre constituency members. So that was the last meeting, and that discussions took place. And after that, these things started, and the party is holistic. You have seen that because our political party's constitution is there. It is democratic, and democratically everybody has to be taken into confidence. We have our founder members, we have our CEC members, we have our other layers like district committees. We have our block, which was constituency committees. Now it is been told that it is dissolved. So this lot of things happened because in very fast pace.
Now, firstly, if you could just tell us what exactly was the issue in Sridhar, though we know, but viewers should know as well. Secondly, was that the beginning of Viresh Borkar 2.0 in the sense that post-elections, Viresh got into a situation, seized an issue which was completely a burning issue, and then of course took it to a very different level. We are aware of what happened in the TCP office where you were completely dragged, and then the famous hunger strike happened, which really at that point of time, it almost seemed as if Goa was really coming together and a major people's movement was going to happen. And then, of course, the march to Vishwesh Naik's house and what happened thereafter. Tell me about, try and respond to each of the questions that I've raised about Siridao and about 39A.
First, we'll go back, because what happens, this 39A was been invited, what was been passed in the assembly. The section 39A says that the land use change can be done, any land use change. Right. So at that particular time, I was present in the assembly, and I was alone MLA who directly spoke in front of everyone, saying that, and I objected to this 39A, saying that this will be a destructive section and this will distract entire Goa. That was, you open the this thing and see that is there. Right. So that time we have pointed out. And then the minister started doing land use change. There was a lot of land use change across Goa. And a particular time he started in Sanandre constituency. We started filing objections. It was in Shiridao Palem village, because the same particular land was been earlier introduced with 17 to 16B. So every time they started different options. They have
basically this land and virtually the same parties who are converting the land. The government offered these sections.
Different sections. Yes. So this was not just one portion. There was in Mandur, there was in Bhatim, there was in our Kurka village. Right. There was in Bamulim and Shiridao Palem. So the entire constituency, there are almost around 12,000 square meter of land which was been approved under 39A. The final approval was given for somewhere around 1,05,000 square
meter. They
meter.
included NDSs. In non-development slopes, there was hill cutting involved as well.
There was no development slope was there, natural cover was there, partly forest was there. We have seen that heritage sites. We have seen that the buffer zone, water buffer zones were also part of it. So different proposal, orchard lands. So these all lands were being part of this, and making it as a settlement, a yellow zone altogether was giving a open space to construct a lot of buildings, constructions, and there was certain things which they have started also. The constructing of roads also was being started, and that particular time we have been opposing this continuously, because I have filed objections in all the proposals which was in Sanandre constituencies with all the facts, like this is the orchard land, this is the no development zone, this is the forest land. So this everything was we have filed, but still the department, TCP department, I have gone to the TCP department. We have shown this is the actual facts of this proposal. They told us that no, they will put it under board, because all the objections was put it on the board, but nothing was being done. We didn't got any replies as such. Our Devasthan committee of Shiridam, the Sateri Mool Devasthan committee, they were an active participant in this. They started a movement in their village, the Palem village.
So the Devasthan committee was also part of the movement against 39.
Yeah, definitely. They was part of the movement. Then the villagers of Palem Shiridam, then the villagers of Kurka. So this, I personally visited those village. I personally went door to door, campaigning and discussing. The signature campaign was started. So this entire thing was started. Bamulim village also, there also we started a signature campaign.
Tell me, when you were doing this, sorry to interrupt you, when you were doing this, at that point of time, were you doing it as Viresh Borkar, MLA Sanandre, or were you also doing it as a soldier of the RG? Because the reason I'm asking this is, at that point of time, did you get any support from the entire party, or was this your individual effort?
See, basically, as a Revolutionary Goans, this is our ideology. In fact, when we go to safeguard the village, that is our ideology, and I am a revolutionary.
What was the factual position? Were you getting support from the party at that?
No, this party, in the sense, I am a party. I am belonging to a Revolutionary Goans party. It is nothing like that. It is so with the villagers, because it was a collaborative efforts. It is not like only the political party which were doing. There are different other political party members also which was participating in this movement. In Kurka, you can say in Palem Shiridam, there are a lot of different political parties. But as an MLA also, I have a lot of responsibility. As an individual Goan, a common Goan, who have seen this Goa, who have seen this environment which is getting disturbed. So it is my moral responsibility. It is not like just a MLA. It is my moral responsibility.
I'll just quickly jump to two incidents. One is, of course, the famous TCP incident where you were there on a strike and you were dragged and pulled out. Was that spontaneous or was it planned?
No, what was planned was going in the TCP, putting our demands. Because earlier we have approached the TCP minister, then we approached the CM, but nobody reacted. So then we went to the TCP department and everybody was in the protest mode, saying that no, we won't leave. So we put up our entire point to CTP. CTP said that no, we will stop it and we'll give you the results by evening. But no results were not being given. So we waited till the late evening. And it was very spontaneous because everybody spoke that yeah, we'll stay over here. All the females were there. Then our males were all together, villagers were there. So that was the time. And the morning time, we were very much shocked because at that moment which happened, everybody was dragged out and fell down. Because what I told them also, if you want to put us out from the office, you can put us out from the office itself. But they dragged us out from the steps till the down staircase was totally, everybody was dragged out, including the women. So that was very much shocking. And
early morning.
Yeah, early morning. So that hurt us a lot because nevertheless we are Goans. Everybody is Goan. The police force are also Goans. So they should have been very kind because why these people have come? We are not robbers. We are not dacoits. We are a common Goan who are fighting for our land. So when this happened, I was literally shocked and I didn't know what to do. And it was very spontaneous. I decided at that particular time that we'll go on the hunger strike. It was Mahatma Gandhi's journey at that particular time. So that reminded me, and and along with Tushar Gaus, who was the villager of Palem village, we went on the hunger strike on Azad Maidan. And it is very spontaneous to feel that decision was, I have not asked anyone, you might have seen it was totally a live decision. I asked the police force, like, who gave you the order? They said, no, the verbal order was there. I asked the Mamledar at that particular time, who gave you all the order? It was saying that there was a verbal order. So there was no written order as such. And I called the chief minister, whether you've given, he's saying that no, that we have just told to vacate the office. But it was not, you have seen live videos, how they have done it. I've spoken to the speaker at that particular time because I am being an elected representative. It is the speaker's duty because the assembly session was summoned at that particular time. Right. But the speaker also said that no, nothing was being sent to me. So how this government is running, how the force is going, 39A is bigger than Goa? This is a question mark. Every Goan should question their respective MLAs, their respective sarpanches, their respective punch members. Because if this exists, 39A exists, then entire Goa will be destroyed. And that's the reason we have recently introduced 39A revolt, wherein every Goan should realize Goa is ours. We have to love our Goa. We have introduced the land protection bill in the assembly, and that is why we require the protection of the land, because everybody will come and encroach our land. They will grab our land. They will destroy this beautiful, peaceful Goa.
Now we come to the hunger strike, and at that point of time, Viresh Borkar was probably seen as the only MLA who was taking up 39 in such a strong way, confronting the government. Even the Congress, though they were supporting you, it was very clear that it was Viresh Borkar who was in the lead, and it was very clear. The hunger strike also took you to a different level of you being a revolutionary, and for the first time, one felt that RG was not a Manoj Parab party. It was a different party, and Viresh Borkar was emerging as somebody who was taking up important Goan causes, especially with regard to land at that point of time. And people started seeing you not only as Manoj Parab +1, but as a leader in its own right. And this was a feeling of the people. Now, at that point of time, do you feel that was the beginning of the crack between Manoj Parab and Viresh Borkar?
See, that I can't answer exactly, because what happens...
So what is your feeling?
No, my feeling is such that what we have started, the Revolutionary Goans, whatever movement which we entered, the cause is Goa. The cause is Goan identity. And we shouldn't dilute the cause. There might be a differences between anyone. It might be with us.
Correct.
We might have some differences. The cause should be Goa and Goans.
So what you're saying is completely correct, and that is the way most Goans should feel, or all Goans should feel. But if you look at the timing of your anti-39A revolution of sorts, where the whole of Goa came together, the crack started immediately after that. So when at a time when the movement was at its peak, and it seemed as if RG was the face of the opposition with regard to 39A, and Congress was playing second fiddle. In fact, many people even criticized the Congress, saying, why are you handing over the movement to RG? A lot of people said that also. At a time when RG was almost becoming the face of the opposition during those 2 or 3 weeks, that is the time when this whole earthquake happened, this political earthquake within the RG happened. Can you at least see, because honesty is your main principle, and when people talk of Viresh Borkar, people say honesty. Keeping that honesty factor in mind, can you honestly tell the viewers whether Manoj Parab was supporting that 39 agitation or not?
See, what happens, I honestly...
Okay. My request to you is give me a yes or no answer.
See, Manoj Parab was there at that moment. But what we felt, but what I also felt, is that this movement should have been grown. It should have been gone to all the villages. It was just not Sandandre, because people was not only from Sandandre, it was Pan Goa who had came for that movement. And it is not love for Viresh or love for Manoj, or it is not love for particular leader. It is a love for Goa. That's the reason they came risking their everything. Yes. So it is not only a leader perspective, it is a perspective of Goa. And I personally feel that whoever is the leader, everybody has to take this forward. That might be any political party. The thing should stop now. The 39A should stop. And whatever you have said, that honesty is very important, and that is in our heart. We have to show the honesty. Without honesty, nothing can be done. And that promises what we have made towards Goa. This shouldn't dilute. And see, we can't leave this in between. Right. We have to go forward with a proper direction.
So I'll ask the question again. At any point of time during that period, did Manoj Parab come and tell you that, Viresh, what you're doing is very good, go ahead with 39A, the party has, your full backing, and the party is backing you into it? Did Manoj Parab express support for 39A at any point of time to you, yes or no?
No, going to other villages, it was no. Frankly no. But in that moment, our political party, Revolutionary Goans, along with Manoj Parab, everybody came over there. And Revolutionary Goans is entire Goa. So this should have been going in all the villages, wherever the 39A have come. See, what has happened, sometimes it feels like, no, nothing can happen. In our villages also, some people say that, no, nothing can happen. When we went to door, I will just give you a frank opinion. People started telling me, so you are in the opposition. So
did Manoj stop the movement from spreading to other places, the anti-39 movement?
No, that I can't answer exactly on that particular perspective. But what I have initially told you, like, we need to push it forward. Any political party, any individual who loves Goa, we have to show it that he loves Goa. We can't be quiet. We can't be quiet while they are destroying Goa. That is the reason we have launched 39A Revolt, wherein we have seen, like the whole name that day, we have seen that the lake has been converted in terms of 39A, land use change has been done. People showed, the locals showed that mostly that tribal villages are there over there in that surrounding. They have shown it that, this is a lake. But the minister is saying that it is not a lake, it is our land. So you can imagine anything can be land use changed in this 39A. And there are a lot of things across Goa which has been turning out. You have seen that Chief Minister himself said that no, they are not visiting the sites and directly approving. Like when it came to his constituency, he said that it is a valley. So valley can be land use changed, then what you can accept, and that too of Chief Minister's constituency. So there is no control of Chief Minister at all. You can say so. This is what we are saying. I don't want to comment on other perspective, but this is what I will wish our Goans. We need to realize one thing is that honestly we have to fight for Goa.
Viresh Parab, do you feel? I mean, there's no question of feeling. It's a fact actually. Yeah. That immediately after this big movement against 39A which was started, the timing of the party breaking up and you getting those mails seeking clarification, your people getting suspended, was the timing similar? Did it happen immediately after that? I'm asking you a factual question, not a subjective question. I'm only talking of whether the timing of that was at that period or not.
Yeah, because what has happened after 26th was our hunger strike, which was got over. My health was deteriorated in that between. Sometimes I used to go in the hospital, come back. That means suddenly this happened after 10-15 days. This started 15 days. This all started taking place. I started getting February was that. After that there was certain mails which was sent to me. There was
so
a meeting.
Started immediately after the 39A.
Yeah, immediately after that, you can say like 15 days after that, it all started. But basic thing was that means my actual aim was to save and the voices of people to pick it forward with the administration. Then that is my duty because people have elected me. I can't backstep or I can't be behind. Whenever people calls me, you might have seen in any moment, yes. Like there is a Karapur which villagers are fighting. And the load of I went over there. Absolutely. Yesterday also they had came for my birthday.
Now coming to hard political questions, because now with this election season, political questions have to come. See, right now there is an RG without Manoj. There is an RG that is still controlled by Manoj. Manoj is not in the CEC, but the CEC is reporting to him informally. Your people are getting suspended. Now, at this point of time, if the presidential elections happen and you are not the president, or if the presidential elections do not happen, and the party control is not with you, then under what banner will you go in the next coming elections?
Right now, what we are thinking is about Goa. And secondly, Revolutionary Goans party, what we have formed. And without what ideology we have taken place. We have spoken in the assembly, we have spoken outside of assembly. And with the party itself, I have to go in the next election. And we need to fight this election, upcoming election. Because what you have said is completely correct. Because whatever is happening, we have to stop that. Because on the 30th of May, I have gone for the CEC meeting. I have spoken. I have given all of my clarification. And today is 30th of June. Till date, I have been waiting. Like they had told me that they will come up with one more CEC meeting, or they will give the documentation, whatever I have asked them. So nothing has been provided till date. It's been a month span. So this span of time, we have not concluded anything. So, and in fact, there are a lot of other things which has happened in this period of time. So this shouldn't happen. What I want to tell, and we need to clarify one thing: what we are looking forward, whether we want to contest the upcoming election. Because if this happens, the elections are very approaching. It might be in December. So
see, right now, since you have popularity, the Sanandre bloc is totally with you. But if the party that you so love and you formed, if the same party controlled by people who don't like you apparently at this point of time, if they decide not to give you the ticket A or not accept your clarification, Viresh Borkar's political career cannot end because of those decisions, right? In a situation, see, if everything goes well, touch wood, if everything goes well, then there's no problem. Viresh Borkar will go ahead. But there are two things that have to happen. Firstly, the CEC has to kind of forget the past and start afresh.
Sure.
Secondly, they have to agree to give the ticket to Viresh Borkar unless there's a big change in the party and you control the CEC and you control ticket distribution. At this point of time, correct me if I'm wrong, you don't control the ticket distribution, correct? Suppose the ticket is not given to you, then what do you do at that point of time?
So that whatever is the decision, that is the later stage. But till date, will be there with the RGP, our party, because I have been a founder member of the Revolutionary Goans party. I have been the CEC member. Yeah,
That is the ideal situation, because see, Viresh Bab, we are not sitting in 2024 or 2025. We are sitting in 2026. The EVMs are getting ready.
Yeah.
Elections can happen even in December.
Yeah.
So I'm asking you this question when elections are knocking at the door. So at this time, if 30th June becomes 31st July, and then comes August, there is a point of time when you will also have to take a call. I'm saying in the worst case scenario, we have spoken of the best case scenario. You've spoken of the hopeful scenario. Okay? If a hopeful scenario happens, this question does not arise. What I'm asking you? I'm asking you because people want to know. Ultimately, people want to know that if the hopeful scenario does not happen and the worst case scenario happens, what will Viresh Borkar do then?
So whatever people tells me, because what happens in Sanandre constituency, a lot of our revolutionaries who have tirelessly worked along with me, there are a lot of people across Goa who means helps me out, who supports me, and whatever is possible, they try to tell me. Till date, there are a lot of guidance which have been means back end guidance which we have been getting from different people, well people who loves Goa. So after discussing whatever means, I don't know what exactly will happen in due course of time, and it depends on the time. I can't tell you right now that what decisions we can.
Are you willing to tell Goans?
I just want to make one thing clear, that the ideology of Revolutionary Goans has to be protected. We need to take it forward. We need to take it to a logical conclusion. Without that, because land use, because I can take a back step when there is a land use they stopped, or the land protection bill has been passed, wherein we get a protection, Goans get a protection. But right now it is not been done. I can't tell you the decision right now because the time has to be
Your answer also, what you just said is interesting, because you are also saying that come what may, your fight to protect Goa and Goa's land will not end.
Yeah.
So are you willing to tell the people of Goa that Viresh Borkar will ultimately, irrespective of what happens, fight the next elections from Sanandre to be a representative of the people?
Yeah, definitely. Fighting for the elections and fighting for the people is together, you can say. Because if people thinks, like Sanandre people thinks that I have to contest again and I have to fight against whatever mighty things are coming, the BJP is coming, other political parties, whoever is coming, and they think that I can take it forward, I can move more ahead with the basic ideology to safeguard Goa, then definitely I will be there in the elections. But
RG or no RG?
see, I am a loyal RGP.
No, I'm saying if RG is not loyal to you.
I am a loyal RGP, and I have to be a RG. Without this ideology, we can't. There are a lot of sacrifices of the people. It is not only me or Manoj or the other members who have done. There is across Goa. There is like almost a lakh of people who have voted for us in 2022 elections. So everybody loves this idea.
No, almost 9.8% of the votes is not a small thing.
Yeah.
But suppose, no, I will not say all of RG. Suppose the decision-making RG is not loyal to you.
So let's hope for the best. We will need your blessings, supports towards the positive direction.
Okay, last two questions, because it's been a long interview. Just two questions. Second last question is that as of now, who should RG ally with? Because you need a united opposition. Now, among all the parties, who should RG ally with at this point of time?
See, what happens right now, I can't give you the actual answer, but everybody should come together to defeat BJP. So whoever is like-minded, who thinks that Goa has to be safeguarded with the common minimum program. It is not like just getting
But
united, but
the
there should be a
Congress-
common minimum program saying that this shouldn't be there.
Suppose the Congress and the Goa Forward don't have an alliance and RG needs to choose. Who will RG choose? Will he choose the Congress or will he choose the rest of the opposition?
See, what happens, the divided we go, there will
We
be
know
a
that.
lot of division.
Yes.
So the preference will be maximum political parties coming together, whoever are against BJP. And that like-minded thing should be fought with the BJP. But in case there are different points which are raised, like in these days there are a lot of issues, a lot of things which have been spoken out. Yesterday also there was one of the statement which was made. So everybody should welcome the statement also, because we need to get together and this is the time. We can't delay it. We shouldn't delay much, because you know how BJP is working. They have already started their work, and if we are in the back step, because yesterday the Girish Todankar have made one statement saying that all three political parties, Congress, RGP and Goa Forward should come together. So that is one of the
How many
statements
seats do
that-
you think the RG should fight? How many seats do you think?
See, that I alone can't decide.
No. You obviously you cannot decide. But what is your feeling based on last year's experience? How many seats should the RG?
We need to contest whichever is the winnable seats, whichever are positive seats. Like we have more shares in different areas.
See, Sanandre for sure.
Yeah.
In addition to Sanandre, which are the constituencies where you feel you have a very good
So
chance?
that we have to analyze, because I can't directly say that these are the seats. It definitely should be more than, because we are the political party. It is not just independent or just a friction.
Okay, last question. I'll end the question with your family, because I began this interview with the family, so I'll end it with it. So, about a week ago, there was this comment made by your own friends in the RG or ex-friends, who made this allegation that Viresh is making a big bungalow, and and this was not known earlier. There's a massive bungalow being built. Where did he get the funds for this bungalow? And obviously you were extremely hurt after hearing this. And it was made by your own party people, and a lot of people started believing it, thinking that, oh, his own people have said this, so there must be some truth to it. What was the reason why this kind of a remark, and what are the actual facts about this?
No, I don't know exactly what was the reasons, but the reasons they will be no better. But I just want to clarify one thing, is that I don't have any bungalow. You have seen this house. This is a small house of somewhere around 100 square meter built up area. And this is of Mangalorean tiles house till date. I've been staying in this house for last 27 years. Just we have put some POP to hide it, you can say. But the other house, which was our ancestor house, is down. And besides that, a small house is been built by my elder brother, who is agriculturist, who is a consultant to different landscaping, like gardening. So he's doing his work, he's doing his business.
How big is it?
It is just 65 square meter of built up area. There is a living room beneath and kitchen, and there are two bedrooms. That's it. So it is not a big bungalow as such.
Built by your brother?
Yeah, because there was no space. That's the reason he have to construct two rooms up. And it is my brother's house. My dad is retired from BSNL. He has worked for 32 years in BSNL. He's given his service to BSNL. And after retiring, we had this small thing. This was the earlier thing, but very small. Then my Bhabi is also working. She is in the private company. Yeah, she is an accountant. So they together built up that house. It is a common Goan house. It is not a big bungalow as such.
So when they made these kind of wrong allegations, but didn't you respond? Didn't you tell them not to do this? And why do you think they're doing this?
What exactly I feel is that we are working for a cause. The cause shouldn't be diluted. The cause shouldn't be diverted. Our cause is to safeguard Goa. Our cause is to safeguard the identity of Goans. And we are not enemies of each other. I am not an enemy of theirs. We are friends altogether. What you say? We need a paradise, which you have been in Goa for quite a long time, and you are also knowing that everything is changing. Our rainfalls have changed. Our heat, whatever heat it has been increased. There is a global warming, and so how we can go back to that Goa? We need to understand one thing, that differences keep aside. We shouldn't be our enemies. We should be our friends, and we should love our land.
On this, we come to the end of this conversation, which could have gone on for even 2 more hours because there is so much to unpack. But let us just end with this. This is a story of a boy living in a close family, still lives with that family, from this particular village and the surroundings, who saw a lot of dream and hope in the fight against corruption, got into politics because of the nature of the circumstances and taking this whole NGO movement forward. And at a time when he had pitchforked the anti-39A movement into an all-Goa movement, suddenly a crack happened, an unfortunate crack, which he is still not being able to come to terms with. And as he faces sad allegations and brickbats thrown not by the opposition to RG but by his own party people, he's at a crossroads. And it is in this house that he grew up, and we find the same Viresh Borkar in his same house, in his little home, really having to do it all over again to take this whole movement forward. But this time, while the people are definitely with him, he is fighting his biggest internal battle, which he never fought even within his own family, but he is fighting this with his political family, which he literally gave birth to. But thank you, Viresh Babu, for this candid conversation, and let us come back for more. Wish you all the best in your political journey. Thank you.